Greetings, this is Russ Moody with another Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. Right here we've got for you is Dwarves versus Orcs and Goblins, 2,500 points. Still learning the Dwarf book, so it's just going to be regular battle line. And I'll take you right here and look at the table. We've got here terrain, lots of it. There's a forest, two towers, one in each corner. Building kind of also in a corner. There's a river there off to the one side. There's a marsh which doesn't factor too much. The real thing that factors in are the walls. You'll notice two sets of walls for each deployment. And with that, we'll go right on into the dwarf deployment and army list. So right here you see we've got gyrocopter, 24 longbeards with a runesmith, cannon, rune foraging, cannon, rune forging. Moving over, 33 hammers, and there's another runesmith in there with a spell breaking ×2, and an organ gun with the rune of accuracy. We've got 20 thunders. BSB is in that unit. Then there are 20 iron drakes that are in the tower, and another gyrocopter hiding behind. Going over looking at the Orc and Goblin list, here on the left flank there are 5 wolf riders with spear shield. Behind the tower, hiding from the cannons, is the Ragnarok. Then there's 5 spider riders over there. Moving more towards the center, about 37 black orcs. There is a level 4 savage orc shaman in there with, I think, the fencer's blades. And then behind that is a unit of savage orc boar boys, and that is a orc big boss black orc who has the armor of stunty smashing, or I mean the axe of stunty smashing. Here a little bit of point of picture, but we've got 50 orc biggins, dual choppas, the BSBs in that unit, and behind that on the hill are 2 rock lobbers. Going on, start of the game, Vanguard. The wolf riders move up into the forest along with the spider riders, and dangerous terrain test for pass. Dwarfs had first turn. Up comes the gyrocopter. It's kind of hard to tell. It's facing directly towards the forest. You just kind of put it on a slanted base, but it's going to fire on into those wolf riders. Here's the other gyrocopter on the other flank. That Bori roll there is actually, this is the first time I'm using the organ gun with the new rules, and this is what I got, a 10 and a 10, so it's going to pump out 20 shots and kill all those orc boy biggins. Here the flame from the gyrocopter kills a single wolf rider, which was not the result I wanted. And the wolf riders move on past, and the spiders, which have bows, move to try and engage the gyrocopter. This is orc turn 1. Everything while the orcs moves up, the Ragnarok hides behind the wall, as well as the you can see the big boss has also hid behind the wall with the savages, and the black orcs have moved forward, and the orc biggins with the banner of swiftness have moved forward. And the rock lobbers shoot, and the one misfires and won't be able to do anything for a while, and the other one misses. Dwarf turn 2. The gyrocopter moves to the side here to take care of this fast cav. The other one moves over here to try and shoot some orcs. And the longbeards just back up a little bit to try and protect the cannons. This is the result of the shooting from all the, there's the huge pile of dead from the organ gun, and the drakes were actually in range now, and I think some thunders added in some more kills, and also the flame gun from the steam gun from the gyrocopter. Here, this is a cannon, takes out this rock lobber. I think it's easier there. And so going on to the and a single spider was killed by this gyrocopter over here. Going to the Orcs' turn, the Warfighters move this way to try and get a hold of those cannons. Spider and the Black Orcs move up, and the big ones move up, and you can see the Savages there have been rejoined and moved up with the Orc Big Boss. This is the result of Foot of Gork, which gets cast and stomps on a lot of hammers, but I've got Grugny and a Runesmith in there, so they actually had a 4 board. And unfortunately for the Orcs, there was a 1 rolled, so Mork or Gork, or whichever one, decided to also step on these Black Orcs. Here, Dwarf turn, Iron Drakes actually move out of the tower to possibly charge and flank when they're needed, and the Gyrocopter moves back over here to try and kill some more Orcs. Right here, this just showing the Thunders pounding away, and again I think the organ gun is just firing away. And right here, oh, I think this must be the Orc turn. Sorry. So right there, I believe the failed charge is Thunder shoot away. And then right here, the Black Orcs managed to get into, oh, the Dwarfs. No, this is the Dwarf turn. This is the Dwarf charge. Sorry. The Dwarfs charge into the Black Orcs, charge into the Spider. I feel like this was a better idea than just sitting around and taking it. Plus, with the Black Orcs being whittled down by the shooting on the previous turn, and by getting stomped by their own spell, the Hammers had a good shot of just taking this unit out. So. And the Gyrocopter moves over here to flame some more spiders. Cannonball sees this, sees the end of this war machine, and I finally kill some spiders with the flame template this time. And this is actually something I don't think I've ever done. Is the cannon has turned and fired grape shot because it didn't have really anything else to shoot at, so it fired its grape shot into these and actually did enough wounds to kill 4. Which I think actually probably was a pretty good roll. Here, since these guys failed their charge and got standing shot and then got shot and shot and shot and shot, and that's what's left. And a little bit of shooting here, whittled down these guys. Here, the fight against the Spider. Spider wins. And this is the result of the Hammer combat. You see, there are quite a few Hammers dead, but there are just so many Black Orcs dead. That first round hatred is just absolutely brutal. And those Black Orcs were no longer steadfast. They got ran down. So we have some speedy Dwarfs here apparently. And here finally, what's left of this unit makes the charge. And these guys just turn around to try and go after the Hammers. And more fighting. You can see the 2 spiders moving. I gotta make sure I hold still when I take a picture. Anyway, right here, you can see the results of that combat. And yeah, they actually wounded that spider. Right here, they were killed to a man. So no more Orcs there. And right here, you can see everything is just trying to figure out what to do. So they move up. The Iron Drakes didn't have a ranged anything, so they just moved up. And same thing with the Gyrocopter moved. And I think it was able to maybe shoot some of those. This one, this Gyrocopter just turned around to kind of stare at things and maybe help out in this combat in the future. And after the cannons and the organ gun and whatever else I had fired into the boar boys, it's left with the 2 characters, which is a level 1 and the Black Orc. More fighting with the Spider, and let's see that the Longbirds are starting to get whittled down. And right here, finally, more players left. Just it's totally over. Can't just stand there and get shot to death. So the Orcs go in to fight. And here, the probably should have issued a challenge, but it doesn't matter. I just refuse. I need the the only character, and there's actually the Runesmith, and he'll just refuse, and then all the hammer attacks ended up killing those 2 characters off. You can see the Black Orc with the axe of stunning smashing. Actually, I think he's the one who killed those 4 hammers, but still there were enough attacks with 4 attacks each and hatred to just finish them off. And here, the spider finally loses combat due to some bad rolls and a thunderstomp of 1, I think. And in this case, then now being it's stubborn but only leadership 6 with no general or pretty much no orcs left, it runs away, and that's the game. So my thoughts on the dwarves: they're pretty powerful, especially against, I'd say, orcs and against Skaven, because of they're going to have that automatic hatred, which really, against orcs, I don't even know if they necessarily need the hatred against orcs because they got enough templates. But man, yeah, so it's going to be really helpful against Skaven. So next time I get a chance, maybe that's what you might see. You might see a better and improved Orcs and Goblin list. I don't know about this Orc list as far as there probably needs to be a little bit more chaff, maybe something else fast to help go after war machines and stuff. But there you have it, the Dwarves. Pretty good in this edition, and thank you for watching.